Right, yes, hi all, so yeah, welcome to the next video. So today, this morning, hopefully won't take too long unless all the bolts are seized and have come into any other issues. I'm planning on fitting these two new backing plates for the front. So I've got one rear one, because the rear one's basically pretty much all these cars, from what I gather, the plates just rot out, you know, because they're quite thin, and of course they're old, but of course, and also they're only painted with, like, you know, one layer of paint, it seems. So the real ones of mine are both, like, you know, 5 out of 10. So I managed to find this one. I couldn't find the other side yet. I've been checking for ages and ages and ages. The other one hasn't come in yet, because the plan was to get them all 4 pieces blasted, powder coated, and then put on the car. But as you know, winter effectively is on its route, you know, at some point I thought, you know what, I've got a spare morning. Let's fit these two to the front. So what I've done is I've basically given them tons of primer, tons of paint, and lots of lacquer. So hopefully, and then obviously I'll lano guard them as well, so they should last quite a few years. So the plan for these, and hopefully it's simple, as long as all the bolts aren't seized, and assuming as well they are actually the right pieces. Remove the wheel, remove the caliper, support it, pull the disc off, and then you can get access to the plate. And I believe from when I had a look a while back, it's just held on by like three bolts or something, and hopefully the old one will pull off, and hopefully the new one will go on. So yeah, let me get the wheel off, and then we'll go from there. Right then, yeah, so wheel off, obviously, caliper off, support it, of course, so much you don't damage anything. Obviously you can loosen this off if you want to move it even further somewhere, but that's absolutely perfect. Car support as well. Now yeah, let's get the disc off. So the disc, you know, then will just come off. Okay, and there we go, that's what we're left with. So yes, it is all in one piece, but it just looks shitty basically. So it's held on by 1, 2, and then there's another one underneath. So I've obviously had a comparison look at that, and there's some additional holes on this new one, so I guess it could fit other models. I'm actually letting that, also that says right there. So oh, I see. Okay, so they actually can go either side, actually left and right. Okay, fine. So yeah, I mean, basically the new panel looks good. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to see if these bolts open. If they feel like they're going to snap or whatever, then I'll apply some heat. Well, I'll double check what's on the back, obviously. Then I'll apply some heat on them, you know, and some penetrating fluid, etc. So obviously I don't want these things to snap. Right, let's crack on with that. Right, yeah, no dramas. These are actually 12mm, just be aware. One of them basically was pretty damn rusty, so I had to use a smaller socket in this instance, and it came off fine, a 7/16 socket. Otherwise, once I knocked the other two on and gave them a little bit of wire brush first, went on not tight at all. So 100% get some new bolts, but I would just suggest get stainless steel. These will be M8, probably very likely 1.25 standard stainless steel bolts, but they'll be 30mm head, the ones you would normally get, you know. So in a minute I'll be putting in some stainless steel, yeah, 13s, and then boom, that just pulls off. I mean, I've never done these before, so I assume it's all gonna be fine. I mean, that looks like a spot on the inside, and I'll double check that it's absolutely fine, but that looks good. See all the shit and debris. So I'm just gonna clean this all up now, and then I'm just gonna I'm probably just gonna lano guard it, I think, once the new one's on. So I'll wire brush it all, get everything super as clean as I can right now. Put the new thing on with the bolts, lano guard it, job done. Now whilst I'm also here, I'm also going to look at this, the drop link, because I happen to have a new set of drop links that I bought by mistake for the back, which are the same type as this. So I'm actually going to clean this whole area up now, have a look at those and see if they look damaged or whatever, and if they are, then I might as well put the new drop links on at the same time. Right, cool. Right then, yes, so a few things to note. So the new drop links are on. So when you buy these, one of them is actually a M8 bolt and one of them an M10. And on my car, being an STI, but also where it's got the uprated roll bar, which could be the reason, the drop links are both M10s. So it's kind of like, obviously, you know, you kind of need to use the right size bolt, basically the M10s, not the M8. So what I did actually is, luckily, I also bought these in error, and these are both M10s. All I did is just knocked out the bush to literally 2 seconds. Here it is here on this one here, knocked out the bush of this, and then swap the bushes over, and hence why you can see now there's now an M8 bolt, an M8 bush in this unit here. So I'll do the same for this one, is I'll knock that one there out and then replace it with the M10 version. So that should sort that, and I'm definitely keeping these for the moment until I know that those are good and they don't knock or do anything weird. So don't if you do this, don't throw away the old ones, just in case you have problems with the new ones. So that's that. This piece here obviously came off completely fine. I'm literally now going, and I've also replaced the bolt on there with stainless. I'm now just going to paint this. I've trial fitted this. This does fit on. It fits on the inner hole just there. Fits perfectly. So I'll paint that, put that back on again, put the disc on, put the caliper on, job done, and move on to the other side. So all in all, a simple job so far. Nice. Right, and yes, that's looking really good. So yeah, nice and neatly painted. So I'll let that dry just for an hour, say. I would like to use this one here, the E-Tech chassis paint, and a model brush. So that's painted. I can let it dry for a little bit, put this back on, and then reassemble it and move on to the other side. Nice. Right then, yes, that's that side done. So you've got the new drop link there, repainted, loving it. New panel on, very nice and easy. 100% yeah, paint that properly, or ideally powder coat it, or like I'm doing, loads of paint and then lano guarding it. Otherwise you'll find that, you know, that will obviously last, you know, loads of years, but obviously the paint will start peeling off no matter what if you start using it over winter. So yes, that's great. So I'm gonna actually let that dry, and I might actually apply just an additional bit of paint just to sort of some of these sections here, and then I can put the disc on, caliper and wheel. So now I'm gonna let that dry and move on to the other side. And really, to be honest with you, that's the end of the video. So all it is to say is just make sure you get some new M8 1.25 bolts, at least 4 per side I recommend. Make sure, like, you know, your caliper bolts are in good condition as well, or, you know, order those in advance if you think you might need them. And have a look underneath if you need drop links or any other bits and bobs. Get them whilst you're at it. Whilst you're in there, you might as well do as many jobs as you can. And like I say, lano guard it or protect it from rust. You know, it's definitely a recommendation. Cool, but otherwise, a very easy task. Nice one. Cheers.